Two Sicilies. Water is best and golden, like a fire blazing in the night. Each of us a monarchia, prince, a princess, two swords, one soul, a humor to be waited on, one winter to be waited on, held starving before the golden aura of your memory. Is my memory yours? I see through windows, though windows, in your tall room you rarely use. So much of my life I've been alone, and this has been my ceremony. Become the object of my love, I understand. You built a boat too little. 2 by 2, just a little longer, before the danger of architecture, I was going to be engaged to this character, this budding godfather. Very aristocratic, well-spoken siblings across the dining room speak of the health benefits of miso and kefir. She said she was going to suck on the balls of the god. He said there is a cock fair the weekend after. Their mother is sitting there watching them drinking. When you begin to love someone's soul, can you no longer hear them? All beautiful blonde. I move my armor around the magic mirror to make your intestines glisten. Water is best and golden like a fire blazing in the night. She saw a man in front of the library. There you are, embalmed in summer, born embroidered, promise patterned, darkness a bud, I am, an open wound in someone else's. Before her memories caught her, how long was she? Before her worship engulfed her, what do you want here? Are you my moods or the moonlight of Neptune? Purple jaguar you wish was yours, royal hormones were yours. Do you know what it's like to be haunted by beautiful faces? It is winter. I am traipsing into the temple of love. Tulips in a vase frozen in their blushing abandon. Willfully I run away, endured, unadorned the orchard, cut or glowing, everyone saying what they think everything is, impetuously torn, open another literal petal. Is this the temple of love or the house of death? Sultanic lips quenching, collarbone fortunate, orange of Portugal, before the dancing couple. Intoxication, her insides tilt along the title lyric, large enough for stardust. Pulses descend, my skeleton black, sesame staircase. When you move across the moon, sympathy is threshing, gilded, vitriol. It's just bracelet weather, and you're a bad artist, not worth my father's lapis. Water is best and golden like a fire blazing in the night. Unearthly, it is delicate as we near the temple of love. I try to fix my footsteps, whisper trespass. Could all this be a trick? 2 sheep on the hill, content oblique. The sheep are being wed in an arc of light and water. Water is nice, it falls from the sky. I'm grabbing you by your hips, begging for government, demanding grace in the violent arc of purple because farcical, white because not real. Does honey pour into honey? In love with etymology, again like a lush, in the late night arms of Carl Darling Buck. Abyss in Protea, who falls into roses. Chandelier fresh as fire, so sleep, unbothered in the bed of eternal symbol. You corrected me, my etymology. You want to be more powerful than me. In the middle, I'm too young. I left my slippers in moss. You wore around your wrist like a ring. Water is best and golden like a fire blazing in the night. I am dying, but I am inside the temple. Will I be healed? You are small towns as I lay here, passing through phone world, other storefronts. You allow disease and distance. Diners I make out just for a moment in the night. Will you describe what it looks like if I lay down low enough to eavesdrop on the cosmic planning, pairing of every animal? Will you be warm to me, sitting at my stone desk by the sea? Can the water reach me, waning, waxing? I am worried someone will catch my lack of formality. All I do is lean over, annihilation feminine. Opportunity for my soul to be, are we to rot in the dawn of the garden district, coaxing other people's palaces? I can't live in this earthly garden, in this poisoned Africa, strangled by Spanish lattice. Natural killer cells, for lady no paper. I hear the water struggling to heat up for me in vain. You keep asking if I'm wanting what? Tea? I disappear with every offer. Hidden memories of methods of memory. How sure are you across measures of independence? Dainty and bodiless, forced stages of light they stole from the Renaissance. I am only my soul. Don't you know this by now? It's too bright at the top of the mountain. We were the last romantics, the autumn of the body, world weariness, the old high ways of love, the great memory gulf of self-mythologists. Man is in love and loves what vanishes. What more is there to say? The stolen child, lurching towards Frenchmen as if to be born. 7 days, the world would never be made. You lift me up into the gowns of the Republic. They're always trying to humanize the made man. This is my family, corrupted lineage of leopard, bohemian crown of Queen Anne. I am finding myself in the beginning. So say something. I am cold. My hands are cold. It's fine. My hands are birds. Napoleon is your therapist, bathed in neroli. Between a person and no person, don't be so at home in the beginning, a sculpture of love you are born to describe. The reciprocity of sculpture isn't spoken of as it once was. You carve a likeness out of stone. No one bothers repetition. We all know what we say before we say it. Talking a game adjacent to prescience. Some of us tried to be quiet. I went away to the desert, this secret, so dangerous. Syllables fire, precognitive bullets of wisdom, they say. So sure I spat into corners of my brain, out my mouth. Everyone watched, making, loving, becoming, dying. 2-bunch palms, it's too cinematic. The children, you hated them saying. Water is best and golden like a blazing fire in the night. Constant chemical. I am not, your voice isn't yours, isn't young, isn't broken. He, nameless bride, her bouquet positioned, broken in. I can still hear the word world from here. Go away, castle of Mary. Hidden in the bayou bar, rehearse touching the small of my back. It was a mass rock. It was a hedge school. It is a druid altar. I approached the perimeter of the temple of love, the formation of a soul infinitely on her lap. An infant we drive by, people in Balenciagas beginning to decorate a nativity. Do you revel in the beauty of a tree? Do you understand the childhood a tree can be? Light in the cold afterlife of the tree after cut from its mother. What is a gift is what is under a tree. Can you read? Does everyone become a child as you approach the temple of love? The librarian grew wistful. He told us what we always knew of history, politics, the pain of this country. He said, no, he instructed. All you need to do is breathe in the elements. Was it that simple? The librarian priest on the steps of the temple, out in the open. He alone is the keeper of books. He carries the burden of what's been, spine-bound, heavy wound. He stopped shepherding, quit rehearsing alone to his animals. My hand ebbs bergamot for good, all citrus flowers, order I wear around my neck to remember, order of the flower in the middle of the desert, a nun holding a rose. You said, this is my table of elements, a chalice you carve across my legs in the ruins of Ballinskelligs, village of jagged stone and perfect memory, where you care more about a story than your own biology. I am seeing you in the darkness of time and calling that seeing a story. O Lady, untire of knots, pray for us. All time hides us, for we are dead as well as buried, until we say timelessness loosely. I'll float you alchemical, O light over ocean, hint generous hint, long enough island monastery, canonical words for regular steps leading up to the temple of love. Water is best and golden like a fire blazing in the night. I saw a rhythm in the form of a knot. I saw music held above me in the form of collage. In the palm of my hand a Christmas tree. Me, a botanical wanderer confused by pilgrimage. The leader of their sect is forgetting their mother, more so denying her power. I sit in careful secret, in the sailor's stitch, growing tighter the further we are from each other. Now I understand the engine. Now I hear the French-inflected fertility of blood. Leave me alone with the beauty of the mind. You break away from people reveling in song and drink. What only brought him happiness was the dark, musicless silhouette. Alligators are, the void, said Susie. A man wearing a hat, I told her, said soul was looking for one. He found your dark eyes, or is it your gaze in general signaling? This Napoleonic era tower I hide inside Arcturus, sheepishly shamanic bear I timidly step inside of. I do not know what's beyond the vastness of your waters. I need a signal to send to another tower. Long line of cable, we've agreed my camera doubles as my eye. To protect, I learn language impervious to transubstantiation. We are ornamenting for each other a world not by the marks you think the world says beauty makes. What I'm talking about is the beauty of a bog. This is my soul, always more than one. I am the flat and fearless facades of Dublin, of the Georgian quarter hiding Viking invasion. I am this shriveled torso, this leather ring, this lock of hair in flattened profile, discarded, remembered. I am remaining. I am this thing more than this beauty. I am this intimation of a person, keeping guard below the humble knot of love in Sligo Abbey. Early out at sea, I try to find a symbol I could press my hand against to make a wish incessant. Grander surrender, mercilessly mapping. How would we know my whole body was being lowered into magnolias, incense as taboo, incensors tobacco? You want to off me, swinging, so I watch the little woman I am run around the world telling jokes. December something. This is not a church. This is a vision of a life. This is the temple of love, code primordial. My prince, my heart, I am standing before trial for no crime committed. I was meaning I am willing, at the same time breaking. This law I am giving birth to in its infancy. Friends run after by me, heavy purses, advising tablets, knocking against telephones. I'm the wind in the future of moonlight madness. The town I grew up in burns, rebuilding the likeness of a dream computer. I've seen it for years. Plates of earth stacking centuries, exhausting frequencies, metabolic hot. With progress I was born, unopposed with a flower. In my hand it is the rose of the world I didn't tell you. When you whisper into the rose of the world, a cable is laid at the bottom of the sea. A procession is happening, a hearse with glass windows. The corpse, open to the world, slowly glides through it, she said. In this country, the death of a person is the death of the world. I was born with the rose of the world, waiting for you, shaking in awe, full of fear. We look into the eyes of the alligator, resting in sleeping waters. You ask me what the man's hat said. You knew what it said. We are all here because you know what it says. It said soul. I don't have soul, you said. I am not the man who sees the void for you. Water is best and golden, like a blazing fire in the night. Do you know what is medieval? Not enough for us to choke on in this village. It means speaking to you alone at dawn with roses in your mouth. Too many roses alone in this garbled stardust. Roses muttering gardenia below architectural marvels, as if we were elderly, down into the course we were born to be good for. I made the mistake of one rose after another. I was really all monarch. I was really all roses, filming all roses for golden water lit in the morning on the moon, a single person sitting on their porch designing candles. I mean old world beauty we haven't had enough of in this century. Creatures and centaurs, chasms or clowns for eyes as large as suns. I wake up in the spell of a local queen of the psyche who dismantles you momentarily. Her legacy, the more I talked about it, the more I wondered if it was true or not. If everyone is dead, what have you done? What have you done for poetry? What have you done for music? Fixed some rigged savant convinced to fake only this moment? A kind gardener stands for a photograph so his life won't be stolen in front of the burnt-down development. I'm so tired my lungs could sculpt these hills. Don't let me fall asleep or else the earth will alter. Ina gave me her succulent with a little light in it to show she did her work. Did my eye compel the bridge of sun drawing down the cliff? The librarian priest struggles against the tide with his necklaces of seaweed. He is trying to tell us not to wreck our brains over the past. As a keeper of keys, he wants us to live a life he cannot. I don't want to be wistful like the library priest. I want the shape of my surrealist heart to be pocketed as a rock for fickle visitors. She kept commenting on local literature, plant life like it was profound in itself, drawing out each of her vowels. Elongation of her open palette would be a watercolor for the town. Rewards in the distance, yucca and acacia returning. He dreams he grows them, is the cause for this fantasy, his co-emergent power cast as actor in a make-believe ascension. I keep thinking I have something. All I come up with is love is best in ruins, water is best and golden like a fire blazing in the night. Now once inside the temple, and how do I know I'm here? I am spiraling out of exile, growing into epiphany, lost again though, library after library, lonely commentary, Cordoba, canary, yellow after doorstep. Oh, this architecture! All I can do is imagine measurement. Christmas decorations left up for too long, overgrowing into Easter. The crows finish their work in the morning so they can spend the rest of the day with everyone else jealous of their freedom. The kind shepherd places his hands over his dog's ears. He whispers to me, turn around. Consciousness is continuous. What we name knows you on its own. I am the Brooklyn medium, they called her as she consulted the wives of presidents. Dragon girl who spent her life sick in bed because consciousness is continuous. Is anything meant for anyone? Oh, you laugh, the bullet hole in the door of the glass cat, another photograph to pass for emptiness. Nowhere near rhinestone filigree of this habit. High altar. Two types of warriors stand across from one another. One type is alligator, the other swan. Swan is everyone, alligator one by one. Swans, being everyone, cannot be elected. Lottery of alligators naturally vicious, or is it sugar? Worldless swans wander without insignia. Wonder as a way of moving out of knowing. Everyone leaves, all swans, to the rule of innocence, for they do not know what was not born with them, under their wings woven, through finer and finer ends of each feather. Enough of swans, or so the leopard consolamentum, or so the oysters we kiss to drink from. Falling away from you, I am retiring from the fire of my formlessness. This agony and aurora we cannot capture, so I feel it, the wind howling over the mind of Bovina. Water is best, and gold like a fire blazing in the night. Apples encased in ice.